We're Oedipus, and you're watching punkvideosrock.com.
Hey guys, Robert Herrera here with punkvideosrock.com. We're hanging out at the Roxy with LA local Oedipus. How's it going, guys?
Fine.
I'm fine.
Did you just lick that? Steve just licked the microphone, just letting you know.
It hit me in my fake tooth. I think we're gonna keep that one. Go. You guys have a hype going on right now in Poland. How did you guys reach out there?
It was interesting. We were on a Tastemaker CD that went over to Poland, and a radio station production manager grabbed it and put it on for full commercial rotation, like right out of the gate, and it just snowballed, sort of without us really knowing about it overnight, and all of a sudden we were in Europe.
And you guys just recently did a show out in Poland, right?
Yeah, and it was amazing.
How did you see? Did you see any difference with the crowd out there as far as how they are here with shows?
Yeah. Yes and no. I mean, the crowds are fickle. They were obviously very happy to see us. It was a ton of kids. They knew every word.
Wow.
They never stopped moving. Lots of smiles, and they just knew how to have fun.
Yeah.
And it made us have a lot of fun.
That's cool. Did you guys get to stay and hang out around the towns and vacation,
Yeah.
or it was just like come and go?
Yeah, no, we hit the ground running. It was like TV and magazine interviews from like the second we stepped off the plane, and we were basically up for like 4 days.
Right, exactly. We had we kind of had a chaperone from the record label out there, so when we had a little bit of off time, she showed us around the city. After the show, she took us out to kind of like your traditional Euro club, and we closed it down. We were dancing and we looked around.
Just a lot of white man's overbite going.
Yeah. And fist pumping. Yeah, no, it was great. We had a little bit of time to look around, not a whole bunch of time, because like Jeremy said, there was a lot of TV and print interview stuff going on like that. But when we had some downtime, we took a walk around the city and had some of the local fare.
Looking forward to getting back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any favorite foods you guys did out there that you guys haven't tried?
It's you would have thought that we would have had like all the traditional Polish stuff, pierogi and like stuff like that, but honestly, it's like the equivalent of like the strip mall taqueria here is like the shawarma joint, like the kebab place there, like 24 hours, like just like beer on tap, like just like it was awesome. So we ate some good Middle Eastern food while we were there.
Cool. You guys recently shot a music video for your single Tresloss. Can you let us know about the music video?
The video was shot about 2 months ago, and it was just a shot, basically a bunch of shots of us playing the song and having fun and rocking out. And it is currently just finishing up with post-production. Cool. And we're hoping to hoping it's gonna get everywhere and everybody's gonna see it. So yeah, it's exciting.
You don't have a release date at all yet, or? Tentative?
Yeah, tentative. We just sent it over to MTV in Europe, so their production people have it now, and then we're talking to some other people about stuff for commercial airplay here. In the meantime, just depending on when that happens in the U.S. is depending on when we release it online.
You guys might release it out there first, or is it all going to be?
Hopefully, it all comes together all at once, right?
Well, we're in talks with a distributor for the U.S. And so the goal is to have them communicating with Europe and set a tentative release date for when it'll kind of go live. And in Europe, it'll be on broadcast TV over here. Nice. And then the goal for this distributor is to get it all to all the local outlets, national outlets, MTV, MTVU, because getting on campus TV is important to us. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. So we'll do that, and then once it's out, then it'll be online for viewing and all that stuff, and on iTunes for sale and all that stuff.
Cool. You guys were working on a new record. What can we expect for that record?
We're actually playing a lot of it tonight. It's real high energy. I think it's the tightest group of songs we've ever put together on a CD. Okay. And I'd say, although we've put a lot into the other albums that we recorded, I think we've actually left blood in the studio this time.
Oh wow!
It was
you left your mark.
Yeah, it was a hardcore process, and actually Steve's going in to do guitars tomorrow, right? Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I'm finishing up guitars tomorrow. I would say that this album, even more than the last pair, is a lot more riff heavy. There are some serious guitar and bass riffs going on, and Keith really expanded on some of his drumming. Not that his drumming's ever been straightforward by any means, but he's really, he's taken it to a whole nother level, and we're really happy with the drumming direction on this record. I'm really looking forward to hearing the final product for that, if no other reason.
Cool. That's really nice to hear. Thanks.
He had to save himself.
Money. Some of this drum stuff is really sick.
Really?
But it's cool because we expand. There's a little bit of like metal disco going on. We explored some southern rock feels to it. There's a couple shuffles, heavy shuffles on it. A couple
dubstep and everything.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit of polka, the usual.
T-Pain it on one track.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you guys have a tentative name for it?
We're still playing with stuff, but we're
Strong Guys.
Yeah, Strong Guys.
Strong Guys.
I still like live fast, take chances.
Oh yeah.
Nice. And possible release. You said it's for this year, obviously, right? For summertime.
We're talking. We're talking June 2011 is what we're talking about right now, but we'll see.
Yeah. We're looking late spring, early summer is most likely what it's, and we'll hopefully get on the road after that to support it because
we like being on the road.
Yeah, love being on the road. Exactly.
South by Southwest is around the corner. Is there any possibilities of you guys making an appearance this year?
Not this year. We have been asked in the past, and it just hasn't really worked out with our schedules. So, we'd love to get down there. We played Austin before, and it's a great town, and we'd love to get back. Yeah. But not South by Southwest this year.
Okay. What else do you guys have coming up for the rest of this year?
It's one of those things where we're constantly being presented new schedules every day. So answering that question is always a tight wire, act. Yeah. It's like we're gonna get out on the road. I know we're going out in a couple of weeks. The dates are tentative, but they're solidifying. We're hoping to get back to Europe sooner than later. Okay. I know we were talking about some festivals in Europe. We hope that we'll be seeing some of the United States in summertime this year because we haven't been able to see enough of the U.S. recently. And I think potentially we're talking about an acoustic album, maybe. Yeah, we're thinking about once this record is all finished up and it hits like the mixing, mastering phase and the manufacturing, in the meantime going in and tracking some of the songs that appear on that album as kind of a live acoustic to sell, kind of might maybe bundle it and with the pre-sale or just additional versions, and then maybe even do some acoustic shows, which is something we've always been wanting to do. We haven't really had a chance because we're always got our foot on the gas pedal, but and so we're gonna be, like I said, finishing up recording through the next couple months and doing all the promo and all the press related to that, and then booking, and then at least doing some regional stuff up front, and then hopefully expanding nationally and internationally. Okay.
Cool. Well, I'm excited to see you guys live tonight. Awesome. I keep hearing nothing but greatness from you guys. Do you guys have any last words for our viewers and your listeners?
New album in 2011. Check us out at facebook.com/Oedipus Band. Live fast and take chances.
Don't stop rocking out at shows. Rock out hard at shows and go to as many as you possibly can.
Don't worry about looking cool. Just have fun. For God's sake.
Nice.
Don't put that there.